Have you ever felt a strange tension in the air with someone? A silent vibration that suggests there is a massive iceberg of emotion hidden beneath the surface of a casual friendship or a professional relationship. You catch a vibe, a lingering look, or a shift in energy that makes your intuition scream, "There is something more here." According to psychology, your intuition is rarely wrong. Humans are experts at masking their intentions, especially when the stakes are high, like the fear of ruining a friendship or the terror of rejection. But here is the catch. The subconscious mind is a terrible liar. While someone can control their words, they cannot fully control their biology or their subconscious reflexes. When a person is actively fighting their feelings for you, they are in a state of internal conflict. This conflict creates micro leaks in their behavior. Today, we are going to decode this silent language. We will explore two subtle, yet undeniable psychological signs that prove someone is battling a deep attraction to you. If you spot these, it's not in your head, it's in their heart. Let's analyze the evidence. Sign number 1, the guarded gaze and biological betrayal. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, but in psychology, they are more like a broadcasting station that never turns off. You can fake a smile. You can script a conversation. You can even force your body to appear relaxed. But you cannot control your eyes. When someone is trying to suppress their feelings, their eye contact pattern shifts into a very specific behavior known as the check and retreat. Here is how it looks. They look at you when they believe you are invisible to them. You might be across the room, laughing with others, or simply working on your laptop. In those moments, their guard drops, and they allow themselves to essentially drink you in. They are studying your expressions and admiring you safely from a distance. But the second you turn your head and catch them, they panic. They will immediately snap their eyes away, look at the floor, check their watch, or suddenly become very interested in a blank wall. This isn't just a casual glance away. It is a reflex born of guilt and secrecy. They feel caught. However, when you are actually speaking to them, the dynamic flips. You will notice that their eye contact lingers just a fraction of a second longer than is socially necessary. It feels intense, heavy, almost like a physical touch. They aren't just listening to your words. They are searching your face for clues that you might feel the same way. And there is one biological signal they absolutely cannot hide. I mentioned earlier that biology always tells on us. This is it, pupil dilation. Evolutionary psychology has shown us that when we look at something or someone we desire, our nervous system triggers a response that causes our pupils to expand. It's the brain's way of trying to take in more visual data of the thing we like. If you are in a brightly lit room and their pupils still look like deep, dark pools when they look at you, that is not a choice. That is their nervous system screaming what their voice is too afraid to say. Why does this happen? Because they are stuck in a cycle of push and pull. Their desire pushes them to connect with you, but their fear pulls them back. This creates that confusing, hot and cold eye behavior that leaves you wondering what is going on. Sign number 2, the gravitational shift, hyper-awareness. The second sign is arguably the most telling. It is about how their entire existence seems to recalibrate the moment you enter their space. When someone is fighting feelings for you, they become hyper-aware of your presence. You become the sun in their solar system, and they unknowingly orbit around you. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the atmosphere change? When this person sees you, watch their body language. Even if they don't say hello immediately, their posture will shift. They might sit up straighter, fix their hair, adjust their clothing, or clear their throat. These are preening behaviors, subconscious attempts to make themselves more presentable to a potential mate, but it goes deeper than just fixing a tie. Look for the chameleon effect. Psychology tells us that we subconsciously mirror the people we have a high affinity for. It is a way of building rapport without words. If you lean back, watch to see if they lean back a few seconds later. If you take a sip of your drink, see if they reach for theirs. They aren't doing this on purpose. Their brain is simply trying to synchronize with yours to say, "We are the same." Furthermore, their radar is always set to your frequency. You could be in a group of 10 people standing far apart. Yet, if you speak, even quietly, you will notice they are listening. They might be in a separate conversation, but their feet or torso will be angled toward you. They also notice the details that everyone else misses. Did you get a slight trim on your hair? Are you wearing a new scent? Did your mood shift slightly from happy to tired? They will be the first to comment on it or ask if you are okay. Why? Because when you fight feelings, you don't stop caring. In fact, you care too much. Their brain is hyper-focused on gathering data about you because you are the most important stimulus in their environment. They will also accidentally find ways to be near you. It's never a coincidence that they end up in the chair next to you at a meeting, or that they happen to be leaving the building at the exact same time as you. It is a magnetic pull they are struggling to resist, the psychology of the silent battle. So the big question remains, if they like you this much, why the silence? Why the games? It is rarely about playing games. Usually, it is about self-preservation. Psychologically, the fear of loss is often more powerful than the hope of gain. They might value your current relationship as friends or colleagues so highly that the thought of making things awkward is paralyzed them. Or perhaps the timing is messy. Maybe they have been burned in the past and have built a fortress around their heart to survive. Fighting feelings is an exhausting mental state. It requires constant monitoring of one's own behavior to ensure the truth doesn't slip out. So, what is your next move? Now that you possess this knowledge, you have a choice. If you recognize these signs, the guarded, dilated eyes, and the gravitational pull of their presence, and you do not return the feelings, the kindest thing to do is nothing. Maintain your boundaries and let their crush fade naturally without embarrassment. However, if you feel that same spark, if your heart beats a little faster when they enter the room, you can lower the drawbridge. You don't need a dramatic confession. Just create a safe space. Hold that eye contact a second longer. Mirror their warmth. Show them that if they decide to stop fighting and surrender to the feeling, they won't be rejected. Sometimes, people just need the green light to be brave. A final thought. Human connection is complex, messy, and beautiful. The people who fight their feelings the hardest are often the ones who love the deepest. They aren't hiding because you don't matter. They are hiding because you matter terrifyingly much. If you found value in decoding these hidden signals, I have a small favor to ask. Hit that like button. It helps this content reach more people navigating the maze of relationships. And if you want to truly understand the human mind and master your social interactions, make sure you're subscribed. We have more deep dives coming soon that you won't want to miss.